going to begin this evening lying down on our backs. And if you want to take a blanket for support under the head or neck, you can bring your blanket under there. But if you do that, take and fold your blanket and place it long ways, because after we do this little awareness exercise, we're going to be doing arm raises. So that way you don't have to move your blanket. You can just keep it in the same position. All right. So go ahead and lie down onto your back. And you can begin with the knees bent if that feels better for the lower back. Or if you'd like to, you can extend your legs all the way out in front of you. What feels most appropriate for your body this evening? I'm going to have you go ahead and close your eyes here. And as you close your eyes, just notice what lies right behind your closed eyes. Does it feel as if there's excessive movement? Does it feel as if there is lethargy? Does it feel nice just to close the sense of sight and begin to turn your awareness inward? I'll have you go ahead and deepen your breath here, extending both the length of the inhalation and the exhalation. You can engage in your ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat slightly, hearing a very soft, subtle whisper. Just enough to capture your attention. Take your awareness into the palm of your right hand. And just kind of notice when the attention has arrived in the palm of the right hand. Take the attention into the sole of your left foot. Take the attention into the palm of your left hand. And into the sole of your right foot. Take the attention into your left eye. Into the palm of your right hand. Into the sole of your left foot. attention into your right eye. Palm of your left hand. And sole of your right foot. And now take attention to all points simultaneously. Soles of feet, palms of hands, both eyes. And then bringing the attention to the whole body here. We're going to begin with some arm raises. So on your next inhalation, I'm going to have you raise your right arm up while simultaneously flexing your left foot. Draw your left toes back towards your shin bone. And exhale, lower the arm and slowly relax the left foot. We'll repeat that on the other side. Inhale, raise your left arm up and flex your right foot. As you exhale, lower the arm and relax the foot. We're going to do it 2 more times each side. Inhale, raise the right arm, flex the left foot. This time maybe notice your right upper arm bone in the shoulder joint. What's happening there? Notice your left leg becoming active as you flex the foot. And then exhale and slowly lower back down. Inhale, raising the left arm, flexing the right foot. Again, noticing what's happening in your left shoulder joint. Maybe you feel it in the left side of your neck. As you flex your right foot, feel your right leg activate. And then exhale and lower down. One more time each side, right arm, left foot. And left arm, right foot. Exhale, lowering. And let's bring everything together. Inhale, raise both arms, flex both feet. At the top of your inhalation, pause your breath for just 1 count. And then long, slow exhale, lowering the arms, relaxing the feet. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, raise both arms, flex both feet. This time at the top of the inhalation, pause your breath for 2 counts. No cinching or tensing up the body, just holding the breath. And then exhale, lowering, coming back to the starting position. And we'll take it 1 more time. Inhale, raise both arms, flex both feet. And at the end of the inhalation, we'll again pause the breath, this time 3 counts. Stretch up through the fingers and out through the heels. And then contracting at the navel as you exhale, lower the arms and relax the feet. And just notice the sensation that you brought to the body with the arm raises. And from there, I'll have you go ahead and bend your knees. And we'll roll through the side of the body. And we're going to come into a hands and knees position where we're going to take our hands and knees into child's pose. So Chakrabakasana. We're going to do it 6 times. And I want you to just really explore the spine. So if you need any extra movement, feel free to, wiggle from side to side or do anything extra that you need. Let's take a second to feel the palms of the hands. They're spread wide over the shoulders. And just feel that the knees are underneath the hips. And when you're ready for your next inhalation, we'll draw back slightly through the heels of the hands as you expand the chest and lift the chin. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, begin the rounding of the lumbar spine, and just follow that rounding all the way through the spine until the forehead meets the mat. And then inhale, lead with your chest as you come back to the hands and knees position. And again, long, slow exhale. Contract from the pubic bone to the navel to get that rounding beginning in the lower back, and then feel it through the thoracic spine, bringing the forehead all the way down. Just follow your breath here. We're going to take 4 more. Inhale to hands and knees. And exhale into child's pose. Notice as you're moving in and out of this position that almost every joint in your body has the opportunity to find a little bit of movement here. So just exploring how your body may have experienced today and addressing that slowly through breath and through movement. Last one here. Inhale, hands and knees. And exhale. This time we're going to hang out in our child's pose. And we'll take just a few breaths in the child's pose position. As you inhale, still feel your body expanding. Still feel the rib cage expanding. There's even a little bit of a kind of lift that happens as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, contract at the from the pubic bone to the navel and feel the lumbar spine lengthening any amount more. Notice if you're holding any tension in the head and the neck and the shoulders. Notice the contact of the forehead on the mat. You can even just rock your head from side to side and kind of give the front of the forehead just a little massage on the mat. And then from there, I'll have you just walk your hands back towards your knees. And we're going to come up into a kneeling position. So we'll be standing up on the knees here. And we're going to do one arm at a time. So we're going to tuck the right hand into the lower back with the palm facing behind you. And on the inhalation, we'll raise the left arm up. And as you exhale, sweep your left arm behind you and simultaneously turn your head away from your sweeping arm so that you can bring your left ear down towards the mat. And then on the inhale, we'll take the right arm out to the side and we'll rise back up into the kneeling position. And just repeating that, exhale, sweep your right arm behind you and rotate your head away from your sweeping arm and just start to really experience the head, the neck, the shoulder. On the inhale, left arm sweeps out and up. At the end of the inhale, just really feel extension through your spine. Exhale, sweep your left arm behind you, rotate your left ear down towards the mat. Inhale the left arm out and up, rise back to the top. And exhale. Notice your upper arm bone rotating the shoulder joint. Notice your neck, the cervical vertebrae rotating to the left. We're gonna do it one more time each side. Inhale, the left arm sweeps out and up. And exhale, rotate the head to the left, or I'm sorry, to the right. The left ear goes down. Last one like this. Inhale, sweep your right arm out and up. And the right arm sweeps down into the lower back, rotating the head to the left. On the next one, we're going to take both arms up. Inhale, expand the chest, draw your shoulder blades together, reach both arms out and up. At the top of your inhale, just pause for one count as you extend the spine, and then exhale, sweep both arms behind you. Contract from your pubic bone to your navel. Be really mindful of connecting the breath to the movement. As you begin the inhale, the shoulder blades draw together. The arms are soft. This is all happening in the spine. The rib cage is lifting. Now the arms are engaged. Hold the breath 2 counts. And then exhale, sweeping the arms behind you, rounding the spine. Last one here. Inhale, expand the chest. Rise on up. At the end of the inhalation, pause the breath for 3. No tension, just nourishment of breath in the body. And exhale, sweeping the arms behind you, rounding the spine. We're going to stay down in the forward bend position, but I'm going to have you extend your arms forward into your child's pose, and we're going to transition into down dog. So we'll inhale into a hands and knees. And then as you exhale, let's tuck the toes and lift the hips and just press back into downward facing dog. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale, come to hands and knees. Be in control of the movement. Expand the chest. You can even drop the jaw. And then exhale, contracting from pubic bone to navel. Tuck the toes. Keep the chest pressing back towards your thighs. Good. 4 more. Inhale to hands and knees, expanding the chest. And exhale, lifting the hips into downward facing dog. 3 more on your own. Keep your mind focused on linking the breath to the movement, the whole body moving, integrated with ease and with breath. On this downward facing dog, we'll stay. And once you've arrived there, you can go ahead and just slightly bend the right knee. And let's feel the activity through the back of the left leg. You can drop the left heel further down into the ground. A little micro bend in your left knee is going to get a little bit deeper into the deeper muscle of your calf. And then we'll switch sides. Let's go ahead and bend the left knee as we drop into the center of the right heel. And again, a micro bend in the right knee will give you just a little bit of a different experience in the calf there. You get a little bit deeper underneath the larger superficial calf muscle. And then from there, we'll go ahead and walk the hands to the feet or the feet to the hands. And we'll come back up into a standing position. And once you've arrived, Let's just take a moment, a little bit of a pause here in this standing position. I want you to kind of experience the soles of your feet. So, take a second. Notice, your feet have carried you around all day today as well as every day of your entire life, right? So take just a minute and kind of feel the pressure equally between the right and the left foot. And then once you find that, just follow the line of energy upwards. So from the sole of the foot, follow the line up through the lower leg, through the joint of the knee, through the upper leg, into the pelvis. And then feel kind of some fluidity, some ease in your spine, letting it take its own natural curve and shape. And then feeling the shoulders, the arms, the head. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes for just a moment. I'd like you to take your attention again into the palm of your right hand, into the sole of your left foot, into the palm of your left hand, into the sole of your right foot, into your left eye, palm of right hand, sole of left foot, right eye, palm of left hand, sole of right foot. Simultaneously aware of all these points. And then to the entire body. Return the attention to your breath. Let's begin to deeply inhale. Feel how your body responds to the breath moving in and down. And deeply exhale. Feel how your body responds to the breath moving up and out. Good. And then from there, we'll go ahead and open the eyes. We'll return our attention to the room. And we're going to come into some balancing arm raises with the same pattern that we've been using. So both arms will go to shoulder height, but one arm will go all the way up. And then we'll switch sides. Simultaneously, we're lifting onto the balls of our feet, but we're keeping a little bit of a bend in the knees so that we can engage the quadriceps versus having to balance on the less stable ankle joint. Okay? So again, feel the soles of your feet. Take a nice full inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhalation, we'll raise to the balls of our feet, both arms to shoulder height. The left arm goes all the way up. And then as you exhale, we'll lower all the way back down. Contract at your navel as you lower down. Inhale, this time the right arm goes all the way up. And long, slow exhale. 2 more times each side. Left arm all the way up. Inhaling, this time the right arm. Inhale, left arm rising up. Feel the movement really disperse throughout the entire body. We're not working too hard in any one area. It's this beautiful integrated movement that happens. And then on the next, we'll be doing both arms. As you inhale, rise to the balls of your feet, raise both arms up. At the top of your inhale, just pause the breath for 1. Contract at the navel. See if you can make the heels, the navel pulled in, and the fingertips drop down all at the same time. Taking 2 more. Inhale, rising up. At the top of the inhalation, pause the breath for 2. Maybe you kind of lengthen up through the middle of your back. Exhale to come down. And last one here. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. At the top of the inhalation, pause the breath for 3 counts. Really take up space in your own physical presence and existence, and even beyond. And then long, slow exhale, all the way down. Good. Notice where your awareness is in your body. And then we're going to move on. So from here, let's take the right foot forward and the left foot back. We're going to use warrior. So we'll have the feet split. And just take a minute to feel what feels right in your body. You know, so it's not as if your legs are separate from your pelvis and your pelvis is separate from your upper body, but all of these things are integrated. So when you step your right foot forward, this right side of your pelvis kind of comes with it. Or if you're doing the leg back, the left side of the pelvis drops back. And there's no need to square the hips. What there's a need to do is to send energy from or awareness rather, from the top of your pelvis and down through your legs and into your feet, so you can feel a sense of balance there. And then just kind of spread that out. And we're going to work one arm at a time. So you're just going to place your right hand on the top of your right thigh, and the left arm will be moving. So take a breath in, and then a long, slow breath out. And then your next inhalation, we're going to bend the front knee, and we're going to take the left arm, reach the left arm forward and up. And then as you exhale, straightening the front leg and lowering the left arm down. 2 more times like that. Bend the front knee. Make sure your right knee is not extending past your ankle. It's more about kind of the spine lifting up. And then as you exhale, straightening the leg and lowering the arm. 1 more time. Notice where in your body there is stickiness, and see if you can shift the movement into another part of the body. And now on this next one, let's go ahead and take both arms. So we'll bend the front knee, and we'll raise both arms forward and up. And we're going to stay here for 3 or 4 breaths. Now again, drop the awareness into your hips, and then from your hips down into your legs, and just feel both feet kind of supporting the lower body, the stance and the posture. And then let's feel this nice ease in the spine. So as you breathe in, there's a natural tendency for the rib cage to expand and kind of reach out into the sides of your body. And then you can encourage a little bit of a lifting upwards through the middle of your back. Notice if there's tension in your neck. If that's the case, you can kind of open the arms a little bit. Or you can even bend the elbows a little bit. Making sure that breath is what is the forefront of the posture. And then from there, on an exhalation, we'll go ahead and straighten the front leg. We'll lower the arms, and we'll switch sides. So the left foot is forward, and the right foot is back. And again, feel that, as one foot goes forward, the other foot goes back, that there's, the pelvis is part of it. We're not trying to have straight lines out of a square pelvis here. But just sense what's happening from the top of your hip bones. The awareness drops down through the legs, the long bones of the legs into the feet. Adjust as you need. And then we're going to place the left hand on the top of the left thigh, and we'll work with the right arm this time. So when you're ready with an inhalation, you're going to bend your left knee, you're going to reach your right arm forward and up. And then exhale, straighten the left leg, lower the arm. 2 more. Nice balance between the stability in the lower body and the fluidity and the ease in the upper body. And now in the next one, we'll add in the left arm and we'll stay. So bending the left knee, reaching both arms forward and up. Notice that you can release tension in your jaw, that you can release tension in your neck by maybe opening the arms a little bit wider. As you breathe, feel that there's space for breath to happen. The rib cage expands. As you exhale, you contract from your pubic bone to your navel, and you bring the awareness down your back leg and into your back heel. And then on our next exhalation, we'll straighten the front leg, we'll lower the arms. I'll have you just bring your feet together in a hips width distance stance, and just again pause for a moment. Let the movement, let the breath integrate. Good. We're going to stay in this hip width distance stance, and we're going to be working a little bit of Ardha Uttanasana, so a halfway forward bend. So let's, again, tuck the right hand into the low back, and on an inhalation, raise the left arm up. And as you exhale, slight bend in the knees, contracting at the navel so that you protect your lower back and give yourself support to just go halfway. And then on the inhalation, lead with your chest, strong legs, rise up. As you exhale, sweep your left arm behind you and turn your head to the right. So we get that head and neck movement again. And then inhale, let's take the right arm out and up. Slight bend in the knees. Exhale, begin the contraction from the pubic bone to the navel. Just come halfway. Lead with the chest. Inhale, rise back up. Sweep the right arm behind you. Rotate the head to the left. Feel the right side of the chest open, right side of the neck lengthening, and then inhale, left arm comes up. And exhale halfway. Inhale up. Sweeping the arm behind you. Notice if there's a tendency to need or want to move more quickly. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale halfway. Inhale up. Right arm sweeps behind, left head turns. We're taking both arms up on this one. Inhale, both arms reach up. Slight bend in the knees. We'll keep both arms forward. If this is too much for you, you take your arms out to the side. We're going to stay here. Take a breath in. Feel your chest lift. There's a little bit of lightness that happens. As you exhale, engage again at the navel. Contract from the pubic bone to the navel. Feel the support. One more breath in. And then exhale into a forward bend. Just letting go in head, letting go in neck. I'm going to have you step your feet back into downward facing dog as a transition. We'll come into a hands and knees position. And then I'm going to have you go ahead and come all the way down onto your tummy. And one more opposite arm, opposite leg kind of sweeping action. So we're going to bring both hands into the lower back. And on an inhalation, you're going to sweep the right arm forward while you lift the left leg, lifting the head and chest. And then exhale, sweep your right arm behind you as you rotate your right ear down. Inhale, sweep your left arm forward, lift your right leg. If it's easier for you to take your fingertips to your forehead, you can do that. And then exhale, coming down, rotating the left ear into the mat. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale, sweep the right arm forward, lift the left leg. And exhale, coming down. Left arm, right leg. And exhale down. Just pause, kind of breath for nothing. Feel the full front of the body being supported by the ground. I'm going to have you go ahead and roll over onto your back, and we'll just gently hug the knees into the chest. Round out through the lower back. So as you bring your knees in, still find that contraction that happens on the stabilizer muscles inside. So as you contract from the pupil to the navel, the knees come in by themselves, and then you can add in the strength of the arms and get that deeper rounding. And then from there, I'm going to have you cross your right leg over your left, and you're crossed up high on the inner thighs. So your inner thighs are touching. You're not with ankle to knee. You're all the way inner thighs touching. And then there are different positions for your hands to go. You can clasp onto your right knee. You can clasp onto your left knee. You can also clasp onto the front of your shin bones. And this is all just like what feels best to you. So Keely, this is really nice for the glutes, and you may feel this more in your right than your left. But go ahead and take your time to kind of explore a little bit of kind of your own movement here. So, you know, as I kind of drag my knees to the left, I get a little bit more activity in the right hip and glute area. But I want you just to kind of take your time and breathe deeply. And then we're going to release. And I want you to keep your both feet down on the ground. And what we'll do next is just lower the knees to the left. So the knees aren't together. This gets a little bit more of our outer hip here. And so then I want you just to take your tailbone and reach your tailbone forward towards your right knee and feel that kind of activate in the right quadricep. And then from there, we're going to take this right leg and we're going to pick it up and we're going to extend it forward. Good. And just breathe there for a second. We'll bend the right knee. We'll come back through the center, so both feet are down on the ground for just a moment. And then we're going to pick up the left leg, and we're going to cross high up on the inner thighs once more. And you're going to find the place that works to hold, so it could be the right knee, it could be the left knee, it could be at the front of the ankles. And then I want you to just play around, like roll a little bit from side to side, deeply breathe, find where you get into your body. And then we'll release. We'll place both feet down the ground, hips width distance, and then we'll just lower the knees to the right. Feel that in the left side of your body. On an exhalation, take your tailbone and reach your tailbone forward towards your left knee. And then we'll take the left leg and bring both inner thighs in line, and then straighten the left leg as much as you can. Just reach out through your heel. Come back through center. Place both feet on the ground. Shift into a neutral position. Just pause for a moment. And then from there, I'm going to have you go ahead and roll through your side. And finding your cushion or whatever props you need. Come on up into our seated position for our practice of Viniyoga. So we'll begin with a right nostril inhale, and then it'll move to a left nostril exhale. We'll come back up the left and down the right. So I'm going to guide you for the first few, so telling you inhale right, exhale left, exhale right. But at a certain point, I'm going to drop out. It's part of paying attention. It's part of sensing the practice itself. So if at any point you don't know where you are, just pick it back up again. The key, for me, the way I remember this is, this is what a teacher told me one time, you climb up the mountain and then down the mountain. You go back up the same side of the mountain and then back down, okay? So we'll find our hand mudra, the first two fingers in the palm of the hand, and we'll place the ring finger and the thumb respectively on the nostrils. And I'll have you begin here with a right nostril inhalation. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. In right. Exhale left. In left. Exhale right. In right. Exhale left. In left. Exhale right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. Continue on your own. Ending with your next right nostril exhalation. Just lowering the arm, keeping the focus inward as you now sense the breath moving through both nostrils. Inviting in a sense of balance. A sense of ease. As if you are the center or the eye of the storm. You can clearly see you can actively engage in the dance. From the strong and stable center. Awareness moving to the physical body. And then as you're ready, opening the eyes and coming back into the room. Thank you. I'll come forward so I can see